Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. McCracken Damn it! I know that was me. That was me. That was me. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. McCracken on Mondays with Brian the Bastard. You're watching the show. Hey everyone, we're back.
Yeah, that's right. We are.
After numerous technical difficulties for the past 2 weeks.
We're back.
Actually, it was pretty much just one technical difficulty, which
over and over again.
Ustream sucks.
So you might notice the player's a little bit different. We're broadcasting through YouTube now.
We're doing it on YouTube. YouTube is now with their, some of their Google Plus integration is stupid, but one good part about it is, mute that. Oh, sorry, that's me too. One of the good things about it is that Google Hangouts is now technically YouTube Live. So we're coming at you through our YouTube channel as a live event on our YouTube channel that hopefully you're watching embedded on our website. And there are a few things that need to be worked out, and the whole YouTube Live thing is still kind of, a beta.
It's a little messy.
It's a little messy.
But first of all, the picture looks a lot better.
And we're streaming through the internet, so it's not like chugging on my computer. We're not being slowed down by it uploading to the internet.
And no ads.
No ads, unless we want ads. I want to figure out how we can make our own ads and then show those.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what's going on. Oh, look, it's working. Good.
Cool. Look how good that looks.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
It has the little Google thing up in the corner there, but I can live with that.
Yeah.
For now. Anyway.
You could also just put a block that's just that color, just have it hovering there. Just put a white sheet behind it.
Anyway, so we're back. We're figuring stuff out. This whole broadcast today is going to be. This is really our first test run of this. So we're going to see how some different things we're going to do. Screen sharing later. Does this sound? Can you check this out? Oh, look, it's working. Oh, yeah, great.
Sounds awesome.
We're going to do some screen sharing later, as we usually do, to see how that works, because right now we're running it through the Google Plus sort of web portal, and the functions are a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get started with the show. Brian, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. No, it's not. I'm sick.
Oh, sick day number 3.
I'm feeling better than I did this morning. I didn't go to work today. I felt like my butt.
That sucks. You felt like your butt?
I felt like my butt.
What does your butt feel like?
It feels kind of itchy and kind of sour.
Oh, it feels sour?
It feels sour.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
All right.
My senses are getting confused. It's like I've done LSD and I can taste colors.
And you can taste your butt?
That's how sick I am.
Anyway, well, that sucks that you're sick.
Whatever.
I'm not sick.
I'll be okay. I'll get you sick.
I feel great.
Don't worry about it. I'll get you sick.
I feel grape soda. Boobs are fresh.
Yep.
Just so you know, boobs are fresh. That's in news. The news for
fresh
tonight.
Boobs.
Well, I love this. This is so much better.
Yeah.
This is just so much better.
So much better.
Anyway, one other thing that we're gonna try out with the show. It may or may not run an hour long.
Yeah, fuck it. Why? Who's making the rules, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna
we
try
might
out
cut
this
it
new
short. We might go long.
Yeah. And actually, that's another thing that we might have to deal with because I set this Google thing to be an hour long, so I don't know if we can. It might cut us off at an hour. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll see what happens. Anyway. Wow. Let's start off right off the bat with that.
Yeah, well, okay, you guys all know that Nelson the Man Mandela died, which sucks. He was like 90,000 though.
97?
90,000.
90,000. He was very old. He had been hospitalized earlier this year for a lung infection. No doubt that is something that continued to happen to him.
Yeah, but basically, we don't have anything to add to that discussion. We don't have any new news for you. Obviously, everyone on the planet has heard about this. So we really just need to acknowledge it. Nelson Mandela, he ruled.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
The great, badasses of the 20th century.
Yeah.
So just shout out. M.
Yeah.
M.
Yeah, so that's that. Very disappointing, but at the same time, he had an amazing legacy, and though his death is sad, his life was better, and therefore I'm not sad.
What you gonna do?
Moving on.
Oh, something else. Someone else died too. Winamp.
Winamp, the classic Windows media player, Windows music player, way back from when, whatever it was, something blah blah blah, the llama's ass. They were all about llamas. Did you ever use Winamp?
I never used Winamp.
Winamp was the best. I used Winamp. It was great. I think it was kicking the llama's ass was like one of their slogans or something like that. Anyway, Winamp was awesome, but they have stopped like making themselves. They're gonna shut down their downloads and stuff like that. I think their website might be going offline soon. It's a whole big thing. It's really sad. Winamp was it was sort of one of the first really great, MP3 players on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Back when there were 100 of them before iTunes was iTunes was just another one. So that's sad.
And how did they stack up against Windows Media Player? They weren't the standard like Windows Media Player was.
No, I mean it wasn't made by Windows.
Okay.
It was a third-party thing. Windows Media Player sucked.
No, I know.
And it didn't play videos or anything like that. Though it did have Winamp TV, which is where there was so much weird stuff. It was just like this place where you could go. There were just like links to different internet broadcasts, and this is where this show would have been. That's where this show would have been.
Yeah.
Back in 2005 or 6 or whenever I was watching that stuff. That's where I saw Syphil and Ollie for the first time. You know Syphil and Ollie?
Yeah, I do.
That's where I just would watch Syphil and Ollie for hours.
Was there an all Syphil and Ollie station?
Yeah.
That's radical.
There were like 20 channels. It was weird. Anyway, Winamp. Super sad. Also in the news. Oh, let's do that for Tech Talks. We need more segments. What else is in the news?
I don't know. You have all the news today. I can't remember. Do you want to talk about football and withstand me making fun of you about talking about football or not?
Oh yeah, football. Sports. Well, we'll do that in sports. I can't believe we didn't segment this crap out. What's wrong with us? Okay.
We don't care anymore.
What's Mars cake? Oh, that's Lake. Oh, that's that. Oh, China. 2 things. China's going to the moon. They're sending a probe to the moon, which is cool. I love it when people go other places. India sent a probe to Mars, a satellite to Mars, which I think is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then Japan recently sort of publicized their plans to energize the moon. Basically, their plan.
They're gonna stick a giant battery in it.
Yeah.
They're gonna turn on the moon.
They're gonna turn on the moon. No, basically, they have this plan. I think it's called Lunar Ring. Is that what it's called? To encircle the equator, to cover the equator of the moon, like 250 miles wide, the equator of the moon in solar panels, and then beam all that energy back to Earth with lasers and microwaves.
Yeah.
Turning the moon into a safe death ray.
Yeah, Sam seems very frightened of this. I love this idea.
Oh, no, I think it's great, but the potential for the disaster. Do you remember the Futurama episode where it gets too hot and so Warnstrom makes the giant mirror and then the one little thing hits it and it's like that sun-beam?
That's a little bright.
That's a little bright. He comes off fire. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like an awesome idea, but has the potential for ultimate destruction. If the moon for some reason tilted a little bit or something like that. Well, I don't know, but whatever. Or like they get their calculations wrong one time. They recalibrate incorrectly, and just microwaves are suddenly shooting all over the world, like boiling spots in the ocean and stuff like that. That'd be crazy.
I guess. I don't think microwaves really work that way.
That's exactly how microwaves work.
Okay.
That's what that is.
I know, but it's different.
No. They're microwaves.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a lot of room for cancer in this plan.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone is gonna get cancer anyway.
It's true. Do you know that I don't remember the exact statistic, but it was something like 70% of men that die of old age have prostate cancer?
Really?
Yeah, it's just like old age, you get cancer.
I also heard once that the more you jerk off, the lower your chances of getting prostate cancer are.
Interesting.
Which is great, for me.
Yeah, because you like 6 times a day.
Yeah, something like that.
Also in the regular news, that's it for regular news. Oh, the Pope!
Oh,
let's just every episode.
We need an update for the Pope every episode, pretty much.
Yeah, basically. The Pope is just so cool.
What did he do this time?
Two things. Something I posted on Facebook like a week ago. The Pope, lots of popes secretly go out of the Vatican, even though they're not supposed to. They kind of like leave and do their own thing.
Are the popes not supposed to leave the Vatican at all?
Well, unprotected. They live by themselves.
Okay.
They just go out.
I'm picturing him like sneaking out out the window with like a little gunny sack. And, he climbs out on a branch.
Yeah, totally. No, but this Pope, he goes out and sits with the poor and homeless on the street and talks to them, or goes out and feeds them, as priests are supposed to do.
Yeah.
As they're supposed to do. He goes out and does this on his own. Whereas our last Mr. Pope.
Ex-Pope Ratzinger.
Yeah, ex-Pope King Ratzinger, to go out to gallery openings.
Yeah.
That's what he did when he would go out. Anyway, this Pope's super cool. And then the other thing that he did recently, I think I read it today, basically said idealist Christians are freaking messed up.
Yeah.
This dude is the coolest guy ever. I want to convert all of a sudden to Catholicism. This guy's the man.
Well, let's be reasonable.
Well, I mean, but think about it. He is highlighting all the good parts of religion. You know what I mean? He's focusing on the good parts of this. He's not he's preaching, but he's preaching.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Way. I'm a big fan of the Pope. I'm just saying.
I understand.
I'm just saying.
I understand. Mr. Pope sneaks out. Mr. Pope sneaks out. Yeah. Like Mr. Smith goes to Washington, or Mr. Burns goes to hell. What was the Mr. Burns episode? Mr. Burns...
I don't remember. The one where he gets shot?
No. That's who shot Mr. Burns. Anyway, Pope is the man.
Cool Pope.
Cool Pope, dude.
You gonna say more stuff about China?
Oh, yeah. China is basically polluted entirely right now. Visibility in Shanghai a couple days ago, and probably still today, was less than a quarter of a mile.
And it's probably this is being impounded by weather that's happening there right now or something. Is why this is a new thing, I'm guessing. Because a lot of the time it's something in the weather will make the pollution kick up.
And that's what's going on, but it's going on in a lot of China right now. It's just it's crazy. It's just a big pit of smog and pollution, descending into a lower ring of hell. Yeah. Just walking into the cloud of death. So that's crazy.
That sucks.
It does suck. I feel very bad for them. That's all. That's all with that.
Okay.
Just some news that, in case you didn't see, you should know about.
It's basically another instance of it being the end of the world.
Yeah, basically. But speaking of the end of the world, there's no reason we can't have a new world.
Yes.
In this segment of Brian Sam Go to Space.
Go to Space. We got a little segue here. This is one of the first time we've had anything like breaking news on this show.
Yeah.
This was released about 2.5 hours ago. A few hours ago, the Curiosity rover, which we've already been talking about plenty on this show, which is kicking around Mars right now. I don't know how much ground this thing is able to cover.
A lot.
It's just kind of tooling around Mars and finding all kinds of stuff. And they've been doing this. We've already found lots of great stuff, lots of important stuff about the history of Mars and how it may have once been able to support life. But this new thing is Curiosity rover has discovered a dried up lake bed. which appears to have, and I could really get into the details of this if I wanted to, but I'm not sure how they determined this, but they're thinking that this was fresh water in this lake, and basically they said it was drinkable, and I think that was in quotes. So they said, like, yeah, you could have gone up to Mars and drank this water.
mean, drinkable is in, like, with filtered, but it is not poison.
Yeah.
It's not some kind of chemical that has water in it.
Yeah.
It's like water that potentially we could drink if we were able to.
Yeah, and it's just on the surface of Mars, just plain old lake sitting up there, not underground, not frozen. I mean, it's dried up, but
But
in
there
fact,
used to be the water there. That's basically what it is.
in fact, it probably dried up about 3.5 billion years ago. They're saying here. So it's been a while. It's been a long while, but yeah, I think this basically raises the question that we talk about over and over again, which is that of people colonizing Mars.
Yeah, which is what we're going to talk a little about now. You know, Jesus, yeah. So I think that it would be difficult to call it. Well, you know, I think that the question of colonization of Mars comes down to terraforming. You know, like the ethical implications of terraforming and stuff like that. Ethical and moral and stuff, implications of terraforming. Well, because, I mean, think about it. Like, you know, think of, like, Manifest Destiny and you know, what we did to the United States and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And of course, there were people and animals and stuff living here.
Yeah.
But it's the same sort of idea of going to this new place and colonizing and then laying waste to in some way.
I don't know. I feel like if, like, it's a completely different situation if you're going to a giant dead
To a dead rock, yeah.
and then making it, like, sustain life, especially when it, you know, has a potential to save via a lower demand on resources, save an existing live planet.
That's true. That's very true. So anyway, colonization of Mars. I think that, you know, after terraforming would happen, even, you know, well, eventually we'd have, I guess we'd first have to learn how to terraform places. But that would be cool. Brian, if they were going to have a more realistic sounding Mars mission and they were looking for public volunteers, would you volunteer?
Depends. Probably.
If it was a lifetime mission.
If it was like, I mean, under the right circumstances, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely would.
I don't think they'd want me.
Well, I guess, you know, maybe they're looking for a counterculture musician. You know?
If they were like, we need someone to make cartoons in space, I'd be like, oh yeah, totes for goats.
But yeah, I think that would be super fun, and I think that I imagine it would be very similar to playing Minecraft. You know, you start with nothing, and you gotta like collect your resources and go underground to find some diamonds.
I gotta imagine it would be very much like being in Lost in Space, but not like the TV show, not like the good version, like the 90s.
You mean the movie with Matt LeBlanc?
Yeah, Matt LeBlanc.
And Gary Oldman.
Yeah, that one.
I love that movie.
I saw that twice in theaters.
You saw it twice in theaters?
That was that and Men in Black. Well, the first two movies that I ever saw twice.
Men in Black is great.
Men in Black was awesome.
I don't even know if I saw Lost in Space in theaters. I know I watched it like 50 million. I remember renting it on VHS like 50 times though.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think I have it on VHS if you want
to watch it. I love that movie.
Let's watch it tonight.
Let's do it. It's so it's so bad, but it's
so bad, and the thing is, it's not even that it was that bad in and of itself. It's that it savaged the original in every in exactly in the way. It's like if you couldn't have made it a bigger mockery of the original. Like if it was a joke about it, you know, it took everything. This was the beginning of the remake reboot kind of obsession that we're in the middle of now. And what, like 1998?
Yeah, something like that.
And it was the start of this, and it was like everything wrong with that practice was was
that.
manifest in that movie.
I mean,
on its own, it was just a terrible action movie, and it was like fun. And
at the same time, like it's kind of a cool movie. Like it's not a very good movie, but like think about like the world that they built and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like the way the ship takes off from like way high up in the air, and then they like fly through the sun and stuff like that.
There's good sci-fi.
It's not a horrible sci-fi movie.
No, there was good sci-fi, but just all like the stuff that happened, with the human beings
in the movie.
Yeah, and if it's so, I don't know why, but very often, just in situations, I think of like we've got to go down through the planet as it's breaking up. Like lots of things make me think about that for some reason.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wait, how does that movie end? Do they like go back in time and do it again or something?
Yeah, it gets blown up the first time, and then they go back in time. Except the one guy remembers everything that happens, so they go down through the planet, right? And then I think it kind of ends on like, oh, here we go again, kind of note.
Yeah.
Because they like escape and they're like, oh, we're free, but like, oh, another adventure.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, I guess allegedly, like then it leads into whatever would have been the remake of the show had the movie not tanked. Because also, I think the show was like, I remember most of the episodes being of them on the one planet.
Yeah.
But then there was the whole like first season was them just flying around, right?
I don't remember.
And then
I've only ever seen a couple episodes, and they were on a planet.
Yeah, most of the show it started out them like kind of cruising around in space and having Star Trekian type adventures.
Yeah.
Kind of new civilization they encounter every time. But then they got stuck on a planet, which I think was supposed to be like temporary, but they're like, fuck it. We don't have to build new sets, and they just like left them on the planet. And then I think it ended with the whole family dying.
Awesome.
I think it like ended the show on like a cliffhanger, like they were taking off, and it was like very much like, oh, they're all gonna die, and like it ended on a cliffhanger, but
awesome.
It, like never.
I gotta watch this.
It like never resolved it. Like they planned on making another season, maybe. I don't know what. I might be remembering this wrong. I'm pretty sure it ended with them just dying.
I'm gonna try and download that.
Yeah, it was a weird show, and then of course, had Dr. Will Smith or whatever his name was.
Doctor.
You impossible imp and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the robot that looks like the Prudential building.
No, like the Millennium Building.
Huh?
Like the Millennium.
My dad always said that the Prudential building looked like the robot from Lost in Space.
Because he's got the thing on top. Oh yeah. Speaking of awesome sci-fi movies that parody Star Trek, something that I read just the other day, which is basically the best news that anyone has heard in the past 12 years.
Okay. Best thing
since this movie came out.
Best thing in 12 years.
Best thing.
Oh my God! Oh shit! You're right. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody knows the movie Galaxy Quest.
Everybody knows it. If you don't, you're just an ass.
It's a great movie. It's just a great movie.
This is among Sam's list, Sam and Brian's list, which needs to become an actual list that we've been slowly building up. Perfect movies.
Perfect. Well, not perfect movies. Just movies that there's nothing wrong with. It's not like good movies.
Yeah, they don't need to be good to be perfect. There's just those you watch it, it's like there's no way.
Yeah, it's just like this movie's great.
This is on there with the Mummy.
The Mummy.
Hellboy. Which Mummy? The
first one.
The Brendan Fraser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not the old ones, but the Mummy, Hellboy, and what else?
Shoot, what else is on there? There's something else on there right now.
I can't remember. We got a whole list, but yeah, it's on that list. Awesome movie. Kind of like a family movie.
Galaxy Quest?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a family movie.
Yeah, I would call it a family movie.
It's
not a kids movie, but it's rated PG. It's all kind of bouncy jokes, and they're in outer space, and it's funny, and it's nice. And
it's great. However, it has a really hilarious cast. All right, you got Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Sam Rockwell, Alan Rickman, Tony Shalhoub, that other guy that I can't remember. I can never remember his name, but the guy from Just Shoot Me and Veronica Mars, that guy, whatever his freaking name is, I can't remember. Anyway, hilarious cast. No doubt a super raunchy time filming, right? You can just assume with a cast like that, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I read an article yesterday or the day before that was an interview with the producer. I don't know when this interview was from, but basically the producer was like, "Yeah, our original cut of the movie was super rated R, and the studio and this is great. Like often studios will be like, no, you got to cut this out. Make this PG-13 so we can sell more tickets, so we can make more money.
Yeah. They cut it down.
But they cut it down from an R to a PG.
To like a kids movie.
Yeah. Basically. And the producer was saying the director's cut of this film is still rated R. So basically, I don't remember who. I think Universal probably made it.
Yeah.
Owns. They still own this, but they have a copy in their archives of Galaxy Quest rated R, with sex scenes and violence and swearing and just I don't even know what else. I don't even know.
I can't figure out where you would put all that shit.
But
in this
it's
movie.
better. Yeah. It's just Galaxy Quest is already so awesome, and now we're gonna add stuff that makes it rated R. I can't even imagine how awesome that could be. So now we need to have a super huge internet push to get the studio to release the rated R director's cut of Galaxy Quest.
This needs to get out to the world. Or someone from the studio needs to steal it. And
seriously, that's the best thing.
The world needs to see this.
It's just the best thing I've ever heard. I love it.
Comment if you would sign a petition to get X-rated Galaxy Quest released.
No, R-rated, not X-rated.
No, let's shoot new stuff. Let's get Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver to just shoot a porno and just tag it at the end so it's X-rated.
Speaking of raunchy movies, Martin Scorsese's new film is called The Wolf of Wall Street. And it has Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill playing the main characters in it. And it looks interesting. And it looks like it could be a decent movie. It's set in the 90s. It's about guys on Wall Street that are basically crooks. But I was reading that the original cut of the film was actually rated NC-17 for all the sex in it, and was 4 hours long. And I kind of want to see that version. A 4-hour-long NC-17 Martin Scorsese film.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty entertaining.
That would be pretty intense. I don't know if I can handle 4 hours of that shit.
And now I think it's 2 hours and 59 minutes, but it may have been cut down more, but still. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
I like that it was rated. I like that it had an NC-17 rating. I think that's great. See, this is real film, Just ratings, the MPAA, it's a load of crap, Yeah, we shouldn't even have ratings, I should be able to take my 4-year-old to see Showgirls whenever I want to.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's your example. The filthiest / worst movie.
Whatever.
Apparently it had a real cult following, Showgirls did.
Did it?
Yeah. There was a whole culture of people who were really into it.
There you go. And they just want to take their kids to see it, so they can pass on that love.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's that. Let's go on to Tech Talks. Oh, stop it! Gross. Let's go on to. Do you want to go on to Tech Talks?
Is that what we're doing?
I think we're doing Tech Talks.
Are we?
Yeah, with that guy.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know anything about this.
You don't know anything about this?
No, I actually didn't know. There's so much shit going on. You do it.
I don't know how you don't know about this. You're gonna love this. All of you have seen this. This was on the news a lot a few days ago, and the news cycle's already pretty much ended. But I think we should talk about it because there's so much potential in this. Amazon released their public plans to start shipping packages by drone to your doorstep in little plastic boxes. So basically, from their shipping facilities, they go in these special plastic boxes.
I did hear about this.
And then conveyor into the drone, and then the drone flies and drops off your package, and then flies back to the place.
I hate this so much. I can't even believe it.
Why do you hate it?
This just sounds like I don't know how Google you know, you think Google's Skynet and like that shit scares you, and then like having fucking robots bring stuff to your house like doesn't scare you.
You know how I feel about robots. I mean, you know how I feel about robots.
Yeah.
I don't like robots. Punch me in the tits, you know.
We're gonna post a link to that.
Yeah. Anyway,
you'll know what we're talking about. The punch me in the tits robot pretty soon.
I actually really like this Amazon drone deal.
Yeah. It's not even like a security thing or a handing over power to. Look, there's like a line. It looks like there's, when I'm like this, it looks like we're on two different screens.
Yeah, it's weird.
Or like a handing over power to machines thing. It's just like taking society in a direction that I really don't feel good about.
It's true, but it's
like, because how much fucking, who's gonna build these things? It's like they're gonna get built in China so they can make more smog in their you know,
in their smog cities.
They can now see only an eighth of a mile rather than a quarter mile.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, who's gonna make them and how much money are these gonna cost to build these fucking things? Well, you know, there's people like, so it's like, oh, I can get my vibrator. A robot will bring it straight to me.
I mean,
and
that's
like, well, there's
cool,
fucking
though.
people starving to death on the street. Like, I just really, this is not where our resources should be going.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if you said like, hey, like here's a bunch of robots that will just go anywhere and like just drop things off, we're like, well, bring some bread to like sub-Saharan Africa. Like that would be right.
You should write them a letter. That's a good idea.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
For every dildo that you delivered to someone's store. I don't know why that's all I can think of. Anyone's buying on Amazon dildos.
Glass dildos in the winter.
Yeah, every dildo you deliver to a doorstep, you have to then send a drone to bring rice to some starving family on the other side of the planet.
Well, that's actually an interesting idea. If Amazon built shipping facilities in Africa, to ship internationally. Let's say they like built like a major center, like a couple of major international shipping centers in West Africa and North Africa and South Africa, right? South Africa, the country, and then that would create a lot of jobs in those areas, and then they could actually use their drones to ship. I mean, not so far, but kind of in those areas, right? That would be pretty sweet. And with a lot of work happening, they could probably find the resources to build better drones that they could ship at wider distances.
I guess.
And then they could ship to Central Africa.
If they had the resources, then why would they? That's the thing.
Well, because I have the hopes that better people can run good things too.
Okay, that is a good hope to have, but that's not how capitalism works.
But optimism tells me that it won't always be a capitalist thing. That not all corporations are. I mean, by definition, they are. But
yes, I see what you're saying.
You know.
Okay,
yeah. You know what I mean. Anyway, so that's that. So get ready to order your, your Dave Matthews CD collection.
Your Dave Matthews box set. A robot will bring.
A robot is gonna bring you your Dave Matthews box set.
I'm just glad Taco Chopper didn't work out. I'm just glad, like, if Taco Chopper had been implicated, I would have.
Remember Taco Cannon? Remember the Taco Cannon?
Taco Cannon's awesome. That's totally different. That's short distance. But we've talked about Taco Copter.
Taco. Yeah.
Is that it? Taco Copter?
I think so.
We talked about this. The helicopters, low-flying, like, military helicopters, you just, like, shoot tacos at people. You have an app on your phone, and you, like, press the taco button, and it goes, like...
Brian from work just sent me a text. Man, you're looking so sexy right now.
Oh, cool. Hey, make sure that Brian, you tell your boss after now you've seen the show, tell him that it is in fact a porno.
Yeah, tell him it's a porno.
Please.
Tell Armando it's a porno.
Yeah.
It is a porno. You just gotta wait until the end when we whip it out.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot better. Don't worry about it. This is how me and Sam do foreplay. This is how we turn ourselves.
Talk about Taco Copter. Hey, talk for a second. I gotta look something up real quick.
Okay, yeah, but anyway, Taco Copter, you'd hit a button on your smartphone and it shoots a taco at you. I know, just like that would have been basically the absolute last straw for me. I would have withdrawn from society had Taco Copter made it. I'm glad we still have enough like shame as a civilization that we don't have helicopters shooting fucking tacos at us. I can't even deal with fucking thinking about that.
Hey, so real quick, hang on. I have been advertising McCracken on Mondays on Chat Roulette because I figure that's like the best audience for us.
Yeah.
So I've just been going on there. I put like the advertisement in our profile, and I just like talk to people and tell them about the show. I have to give a shout out to Shaz and Bex in Ireland. They said that they were going to make a video response to this video with piano or something. So hey guys, thanks for watching the show. Weird. It's weird talking to fans through the thing.
Yeah, remember the guy from Brazil who would always just go, "It's Brazil."
It's Brazil. Hey Brazil. I also want.
And then the guy who always wanted Carrie to take her clothes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shunned him.
Yeah.
That was one of our fans who we were just like, you're not allowed to watch anymore. So.
I also want to give a shout out to Brittany Logue. I don't actually know how to say her last name. Brittany Logue. She was another person that I met on Chat Roulette who's cool.
What I really want to know is how to basically have our Chat Roulette be a screen share of this screen, so we can broadcast the show on Chat Roulette.
Yeah, so we can do it on here and we can just do it on Chat Roulette. We don't have to do that. We can just go on to Chat Roulette.
I know, but then would it? because the camera could be basically.
Oh no! Well, I don't know.
Two sources because we wouldn't be broadcasting. We'd only be on Chat Roulette.
That's a good point. Well, we can just do it from a different computer.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, hey guys. Yeah.
And Sam's doing the logical kind of promotional part of it. I'm still working. None have been released yet. I've been saying this for like a year, but I'm still trying to release VHS tapes. But the trouble is just getting material to put on them. And basically, I can only do stuff either that I burn on DVD, which is a pain in the ass, because I think we have like 6 disc drives in this house, and they're all broken.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Or if they're on YouTube. So if you put stuff on YouTube and you tell me you want to put on my Crack and Midnight tapes.
Oh, dude, I got tons of YouTube stuff right now.
Yeah. And I can do it from that. You can have it private, and but call me or whatever. I don't care. Message us. But we're looking for material for the McCracken at Midnight tapes anyway, which are going to be distributed around Boston. They're going to be at Salvation Army and some of the record stores around here, and Goodwill.
Yeah.
And
why doesn't Newbury Comics have TVs playing movies?
Yeah, right?
Like what? That's like the perfect place.
We have, if you could see, we have we put a TV up above our kitchen. We put it up because it feels, if you put it on a videotape up there, it feels like you're in Blockbuster. Especially if it's like an old movie from the 90s. That's probably where we're gonna watch Galaxy Quest tonight. You know.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's probably where we're gonna watch Galaxy Quest tonight.
Yeah.
Or maybe projected on the roof, the ceiling.
On the ceiling, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else do we have on our thingy? Internet stuff. And do you want to go to facts first?
Yeah. I figure I'm just segment.
A couple of rando facts.
New segment that we might only do once. Stuff that Brian Fitzgerald now knows and didn't know before. 1, Mr. Rogers. All his sweaters that he was so famous for, his mom hand knit all of those. What a great lady, right? And 2, turtles breathe through their buttholes.
Not all turtles, but a lot of turtles.
Some turtles.
Yeah,
They
breathe through their buttholes.
Breathe through their buttholes.
It's brilliant. It's efficient. It's safe. It is. You just constantly smell yourself, which is probably relaxing.
No, but I think they still smell through their noses. They still have nostrils.
Those guys are crazy. I don't even know. Apparently, Newberry Comics does play movies.
Then they should be playing McCracken at midnight.
We should see if we can get them to play McCracken at midnight. Yeah, because
the tapes
but the tapes are going to be McCracken at midnight.
Oh, some of them will be, yeah.
Anyway,
but it doesn't matter. For those of you who don't know, who haven't been up to date, we changed our name from McCracken at midnight to McCracken on Mondays because we moved our time earlier.
Yeah.
And this was like 6 months ago, and we still haven't gotten used to it.
Yeah.
So,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, good facts. Okay, we're going to move on to the internet portion of our show.
Yeah, this is, lately we've just been finding a lot of, stupid fucking shit on the internet and putting that on the show, and, stupid fucking shit on the internet is, like, my favorite thing. So
right now,
we're gonna look at some of that right now.
We're gonna try and do this thing right now. I don't totally know how it works, the screen sharing on here yet, but
yeah, we're gonna see if we can get this to work.
Here we go. Screen share. Here we go. Start screen share. Hopefully they'll still be able to hear us. Will you turn your sound on? We're gonna go away for a couple of seconds just to see how this works. So just stand by. Mute that thing. Okay, shush. Control this computer. I don't know what that means. It looks like you can still hear us though.
Yeah.
It looks like you're still able to hear us. Here we go. Start screen share.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll still
see this works.
hear us.
Hold on a second.
We're gonna go away for a couple of seconds just to see how this works. Sorry, we're just waiting to see if this thing works, guys. Look at that beautiful screen, though.
This is chaos coming through because if it is working. Okay.
Yeah, it still works. Okay. So Brian, tell us about this.
All right. Sorry, guys. So this is Jody.org. Jody.org is a really deep website, and I think they've been around for a while, producing new material. And there's a whole bunch of stuff they've put out, videos and stuff. They're kind of an organization now, but basically the coolest thing is that it's different depending on how many W's you put in. But we'll get to that in a second. It's just kind of all this weird fucking shit. This is where we are in Massachusetts, right here. I don't know where that is, and there's Long Island. So it's like you just kind of, it's just all these images, and I mean, there's really no way to describe it. You just kind of have to see it.
It's like, whoa, that's a good one. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, you can kind of just go through because it really doesn't. There's really not a lot of logic to how you move through it.
It seems to be like sloppily coded. Like a sloppy random coding is kind of what it seems to be like, but there's some logic to it, but not discernible by those who don't know exactly what it is. I don't know what's going on here. You seem to be stuck in a recursive.
Oh yeah, it kind of just, you get stuck down in these holes on this website.
It's very weird.
Here we are. We're back here now. No, but see, it's different though.
Yeah, it is different. Anyway, so this is this.
Ooh. Right up in its grill now. But
here,
now, if we
change the thing. Oh, look, 100cc Havoc.
Well, and each one of them is an index, so it's like that's
like it just goes deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Look at that.
It's just beautiful.
And this means something too. Like these graphs up here mean something. They're I don't think they're just images,
Yeah, that's actually another segment that I wanna do is just a review of kind of obscure and obsolete coding languages, and I've recently discovered the visual coding languages. They'll just be these kind of like giant like splats of 8-bit color, but there are people who can actually read them.
Yeah.
Oh. know.
Yeah. Anyway, so
But
this is
yeah,
that.
if you do different amounts of W's, it will be different. Ooh.
No, I think it's just that.
No. If you do it with
Oh, there we go.
here.
Look, there's just a bunch of IP addresses. Oh, with like some hidden black stuff too.
Yeah, you can't click onto them though. But if you do it with 6 W's.
Wait, what's that guy down there? Is that part of the site, or is
I
that
don't know
part
what
of
that is.
Chrome?
I don't know. I think that's Chrome.
Okay.
www.jody.org. And this one, it looks the same at the front.
Oh yeah, but it's a different thing.
It's a different thing, and now we're looking at this shit. And we got all these.
I once got to a page where you could download something.
Yeah, it just keeps going. Like there's so much material on here.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Yep.
I could do this all fucking
Okay,
day.
but don't. See, oh yeah, here you go. See, like that says VLC-ASM.zip. Like it's like a zip file or something. Kitty Kill version 1.5 is what this. What? Like what? Goat version 3. Kitty Kill.
Yeah, I was just looking at
It's
kind
crazy.
of a review of weird websites the other day. And what are the kind of the post-Teletubby creatures that they're the colorful mascot type dudes, but they really definitely just look like penises?
Boobas?
Yeah, I think so. They're what? Are you making that up?
No.
They're kind of pear-shaped and they have little heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, their website is fucking. It's crazier than the show.
Is it?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much all we have.
That's pretty much the show.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know if we have any comments to sing.
We got a few comments. We got a few commenters, and we can.
Use your Canon DSLR as a webcam. I've tried. It doesn't work. It's much more difficult than
Yeah, you need to use there's a specific EOS
like install like a mod. Almost.
Yeah, streamer, and it doesn't you can't broadcast, and it sucks. I've tried.
You can do it, but it's way more difficult.
We could probably use my high 8.
We gotta find things.
What?
My high
8 camera.
That thing sucks.
That thing's awesome.
I don't think that would run through the computer.
You can find how to.
Isn't that RCA app?
No, I've done it before with I've live recorded with that through Final Cut through the login capture.
Let's do fine. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway.
You can figure out how to do it. So we're taking comments, whatever you guys can figure out how to say random shit and copy and paste. We love the copy and pastes from other websites. If anyone could post some of quotations from Mao Zedong, I'd love to sing those. We're gonna start with what's here. How do I scroll down, though?
What are you talking about?
How do I scroll down in the comments?
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't do it either. Oh, there's a little thing on the side, it looks like.
Oh, here, I'll use my...
Yeah, I can't really do it either.
I'll use my thing. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, use your thing. But you can highlight, too.
Give me a beat, Sam.
Like the ukulele beat? Are you going to rap these things?
No.
Okay.
na, na, na. Damn straight damn no way. Yes, the bug sours. God, I'm sick of shit. Hospitalized for severe burns from the candles on his last birthday cake. Oh, yeah. When it's dead, no long live VLC. Yeah, perfect save. Death ray, yeah. Dr. Evil's moon laser energy. Mr. Pope sneaks out. Mr. Pope feeds the homeless. Mr. Pope does a kickflip. Brian the Pope is cool now. Shiny's hair has a consistent flavor of pea soup. That sounds delicious. I do it. Stop being lazy, Brian. Me, what did I do? Use your candy as flies webcam. I think it works. I've tried. I've tried.
Yeah, alright. Hey, look at that. We're 10:51 too.
Oh, good
That's
job.
not bad. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to tell your friends. Like us on Facebook if you haven't already.
Be glad you didn't see 9 more minutes of this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, check out our cat. Fred, come here. Fred! We're going to do a whole show where all we do is rub our camera in catnip.
And then just let her go.
And hang it upside down from the ceiling and just let her fucking
just
hit
let her
it
go with,
for a whole hour.
Yeah, and lick it and stuff like that.
But do all that stuff that Sam just said, and
subscribe to us on YouTube or something.
Yep. And most importantly, watch next week.
Next
Bring
week.
Your friends.
Bring your friends. Party down. Get high. Do the stuff. Do the sex. Yeah. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.